the Intern, and you are watching another episode of Caring About Wrestling here on the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. As usual, we have an excellent show in store for you, but first we're going to get things kicked off with the live shows. What do we got coming up, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. August 17th, we've got Rock Bay Throwdown at Wheelies in Victoria. The Labor Day long weekend, we're going to be in Quadra Island. We got September 20th in Duncan. We've got September 21st back in Victoria in James Bay. And October 12th, we've got our Soup Show and woohoo! Return to the mainland, New Westminster. We are super excited. 365 is returning to the mainland after a long, long time. Nicole Matthews apparently is confirmed for that night, so we definitely want to make sure you get your tickets for that at 365prowrestling.com. And of course, you can check out everything about 365 Nation at the website there. Also want to remind you quickly about our sister shows, Island Main Event Tuesday and Combat here on the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. So make sure you like and subscribe and, leave some comments and all that good stuff. And also, if you want to become a volunteer, make sure you reach out to us on any one of our social medias. There are many. So, all right, enough of that. We are going to get down to the business of this evening, which is my guest tonight. From Nelson Mandela Bay in South Africa. Emigrated to Canada a few years ago, now calls Victoria, BC home. He's a third-generation wrestler, professional wrestler, son of Hall of Famer Trevor and grandson of Manny. And he's been wrestling for 20 years. Without further ado, the 365 Pro Wrestling Champion for the longest 394 days with over 30 successful title matches, 2 in South Africa for those. Without further ado, Devon Shooter. Come on out, Devon. How's it going?
Hey, good to be here,
Thank you.
Been long awaited.
It has, and very much anticipated by me, I have to say, for sure. I doubt you're one of the more elusive individuals in 365, and
catch me if you can.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, so now that I have caught you, at least for the next half hour or so, how about we get right into some wrestling questions?
Yeah, let's go wild.
Awesome.
Let's do this.
Excellent. All right. So as a third generation wrestler, what did you learn from your Hall of Famer dad, the Blacksmith?
Well, he kind of he coached me from the start. I went through the ranks. I'd say I started with amateur wrestling, and then funny story. Me and my cousin, we were doing amateur wrestling. We got into a pro ring. And my dad just let us roll each other around a little bit. And then my cousin threw me in a German suplex. And the promoter's eyes lit up. And he was like, what just happened there? And from that day, I was 16 years old. From that day, haven't looked back. So that's how it actually happened. And then we got trained obviously into it. And then, now we are. 20 years down the line.
That's crazy. Crazy. So pro wrestling must be a big part of your family, just like in general, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the topic of conversation. Every time I speak to my dad, if I speak to my grandfather, I speak to my uncle, speak to my cousin, all we speak is wrestling. So it's kind of, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to push it on my son, but it's in his blood. So
Yes.
There's nothing I can do about that. I have to wrestle against him. He's got little figurines and stuff. We're wrestling against each other all the time at home. So whatever. I've got no say. I said to him, I won't push him. But if he wants to do it, I'll definitely give him the push.
I love that. You'll support him through that.
100%.
That's awesome. That's
100%.
awesome. How old is he now?
He's 5 years old.
He's 5. So he's obviously taking a bit of an interest.
He loves
in
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so has he watched you wrestle?
Yeah, but he gets bored.
Oh,
He does.
really?
He enjoys watching a bit of Federation like WWE. He enjoys watching it quite a bit.
Right.
But I just think he watches me, and then it's not that he gets bored, but he's just he just doesn't know where to be right now. So,
I get that.
yeah, he more asks us how hard is the ring. That's more his concern. Funny enough. So yeah. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, he enjoys it
That's
a lot. So
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, I guess at that age you really know what direction they're going to go in
Exactly, and
terms of
to
interests and stuff.
keep them busy at 5 years old, it's just a butterfly flies by him, and he's like completely goes away. So it's just their span of keeping them concentrating on one thing is quite tough.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, but those years go by so fast anyway, right?
Exactly,
So you got to
exactly.
enjoy them while they're there. So what are some differences, if any, between wrestling in Canada versus South Africa?
Funny enough, I got asked this question a while ago as well when I did an interview in South Africa, and I was in Canada and a South African guy interviewed me, and I just there's an Afrikaans term is skip, skop en donder. Go do your Google due diligence. That's how I find South Africans a lot of like, let's go in there. South Africans want to see people get beat up.
Okay, okay.
So that's what it's about. So that's how South Africans are. It's like, if we're going in hard. Where I find Canada is a lot of like skill involved, and not saying it's not skill in South Africa. It definitely is. It's very skillful, technical guys, and I mean a lot of top guys like PJ Black. Um, Ananzi is another guy from South Africa. Zizou's also been overseas, rest of on ROH, and a few of those guys. So there's really good guys, but I think with Canada, there's so much talent, that you got to work on the different skills, like your technique in the ring, how you carry yourself, build that character, because there is so much, and the shows are endless. I mean, weekend, you're wrestling all the time. So, and there's so many different promotions that are happening around. So that's the thing. I think, is on a skill level and a fitness level and all different kinds of things. I think Canada is it's just different. It's just different in that sense. So yeah, if I kind of got to the answer.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. No,
Yeah.
that was perfect. Yeah. So as the longest reigning 365 champion, what do you attribute your success to?
You know, this is where people say, "Oh, I cheated my way to win. I used the wrench. I threw a wrench in the works. I did this. I did that. I did this." You know, one thing I've got for everyone that lost to me, don't see it as a loss. See it as you're learning. I was winning and you were learning. Did I use a wrench? I don't know. Maybe a wrench did fall into the works somewhere along the line. I don't know.
Good happen.
I mean, did I use the ropes every now and again? You use what is around you.
Yeah.
And that's just how life works. If people are still sour about it, well, you know what? There's a wrench just waiting around the corner for you. So get over it. You know what they say? Go study to be a civil engineer and build a bridge and get over it.
They do say that. Sorry, that took me off guard. That was very funny. Okay. So what is your finishing move? Do you have one?
Yeah, it's the discus forearm. So that's what I use. That's why everyone's like, oh, use the wrench, use the wrench. I don't use the wrench. I use the forearm. If you get caught with a wrench, it's your own endeavor. It's not my fault. You can't blame me. You're at the wrong place at the right time.
The right time for you, for sure. The
For
wrong time for that.
exactly wrong place, right time. So yeah, but it's a discus forearm that I do use.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I imagine that that hurts.
It does,
kind of-
and funny enough, I started using it just because my finishing move used to be called the shooter drop. So it used to be a leg drop from the top rope,
Ooh,
and but like a move where someone's getting up and I'll land on the back of their heads or whatever with my leg or whatever.
sounds deadly.
Yeah, but the thing was, it used to put a lot of strain on myself as well. I used to feel it a lot more. So now I don't mind feeling it a lot, shining my elbow up and
Ah.
popping an elbow into someone. That's okay,
You ever like hit your funny bone when you done that before?
The finisher. No, not really.
That's
No.
good.
Yeah,
That's good,
no,
'cause
I
I
don't
imagine
need
that
it.
would
I mean, no, I think I get it pretty clean with the elbow. So, and they say the elbow is the most lethal weapon on the human body. So that's why I use it.
I took a self-defense class, I don't know, 10 years ago or so, and that was one of the things that they definitely said. If there's a way for you to use your elbow, use it.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Lethal.
use it.
Lethal.
Absolutely. All right. So I love your entrance music, AWOL.
I don't think everyone does. I think, but I'm glad you do.
I do.
Some people turn it off now in their cars. Absolutely.
You?
I think so.
Oh,
Just because they don't have taste.
well, I mean,
That's probably
a
it.
bit
Most of them don't have taste. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's go. Let's go.
deciding on your music. Like, what made you pick that song?
It was one of my favorite songs when I worked in a nightclub back in
art
South
club?
nightclub, like a night, N-I-G-H-T,
Okay,
nightclub.
okay.
Nightclub, sorry, it's the accent.
Oh yeah,
And
well, good.
I worked in a nightclub and that song used to come on very often and I was just like, this song just like does something different, you know. I could see the people it's just the way people move and stuff. And then I
Yes.
started using it in South Africa in about, I'd say it was about end of 2011 I started using that song. I think that's a couple of years ago. So I started using it and then people were just like, I mean, people booed it. I don't understand. It's a beautiful song. I don't think they were booing me. They're booing the music. I don't know what AOL ever did to them.
No,
You know,
no,
so
it's
I don't know why people are
definitely
booing them. So,
yeah.
but any case, yeah, I used it and I listen to it like every day still. And I listen to it on my way to a wrestling show and everything like that just to get my mind in there, you know?
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and when the opening notes of that song come on, everybody knows exactly who's coming through that curtain. Man.
Exactly. It's just that the first sound drops.
Yes.
As that drop hits,
Yes, exactly.
need no introduction.
Exactly. If there was like a local band that like covered that song, would you want them to play it live for your opening
Oh,
entrance?
absolutely.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be
wouldn't
awesome. Yeah, I'm sure you can make it happen. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting now. Now you've set something up. Let's get it
it? I'm
done.
putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. All right. Speaking of putting it out there, you guys, we have to take a little teeny tiny commercial break, but don't go anywhere because stick around for a word from our sponsors, Shooter's Wrenches. You guys, Shooter's Wrenches. Cure writer's block. Shred a head of lettuce. You can fix a broken relationship. Improve your singing voice. Debug software. Paddle a canoe. You can overcome existential dread. Maybe you could even win a 365 championship. Sorry. Shooter's Wrenches. It's not a name.
Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll?
And we are back, everyone. I'm Karen the Intern. And we've got Devon Shooter here, and you're watching Karen About Wrestling. How's it going so far? Are you feeling pretty good about things so far? Or you're
I'm still
enjoying? You're still here?
still
You're still here, you guys.
I'm still You're doing a good job.
I'm doing something right.
You're doing a good job.
That must
If
be.
I left, then you know
Different
it's like
story.
I'm done. Yeah.
Gotcha,
yeah. So
gotcha.
you got me for a while. Like I said, catch me if you can. You got me. Hold on for a while.
Here we go. I'm along for this ride for sure. All right. So, I'm kind of new to 365. Kind of new. And so
You've been there for a while now, eh?
a little bit, yeah. And I remember the first time, the very first show I watched, you were there. It was James Bay.
Oh, okay.
You came out, you of course had the wrench, everybody was upset. You were the champion, and you had a wrench.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I'm confused. I don't understand the significance of the wrench itself. Or like, did you bring it? Can you talk about that?
So I did bring it. This has got. Actually, what I wanted to do is I wanted to start putting names down on the wrench, start engraving for people.
That you defeated?
Yeah, and that the wrench did its thing. You know that they got caught, like I said, the wrong place, right time.
Ah,
So literally, it's not my fault. If it happens, it happens. I suffered a loss with this wrench before as well, so I got caught as well. So like I said, I was at the wrong place. Whoever it was at the right time. You know, fortunate, but they must never touch my wrench again.
no. And I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna touch it because I know they explained the rules before.
Yeah.
It was in your rider.
Yeah.
Don't touch the wrench.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks like it could be potentially lethal.
Yeah. That's not just any wrench.
No.
This wrench wins you titles. This wrench wins you belts.
Yes.
And it will win me my next one.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, I guess that brings us to our next topic that we just can't avoid. You were the champion and you are not anymore. And that was devastating for you, I'm sure. And I hate to bring it up, but of course I have to.
I knew it was going to be brought up.
You knew you were preparing yourself for that, I can tell. So, tell me about the road back. Like, how do you get that belt back?
So, for me, I've had that belt now. I carried it for 394 days, and I got my eyes on the next one. There's the global championship. I haven't had that belt yet. I need that belt. I need that belt. I haven't had it. Eddie's got it.
Eddie's got it.
Um,
Eddie took your belt from you.
he took my
That's
belt.
fair.
He's got that belt. He shouldn't have won the belt in the first place. Like Legacy came in and did his thing, and Eddie took the win.
Yep. I was there. I saw it.
It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that now. But you sleep with one eye open. That's what Eddie needs to do. Every match he wrestles, he needs to understand I can be around the corner. I'm seconds away from using my wrench every time. So when he wrestles, he needs to understand. You need to understand. I could be there. Every single time you lace your boots, lacing up, realizing and asking yourself, is Devon here tonight? And what is he going to do?
I wonder. I'm pretty sure Eddie's watching.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
He better be watching.
So I think the message is received. So do you have an official match set up with him yet? And a title match?
No. So we don't have a match. I have a number one contenders match with Elliot Tyler on the 17th.
Oh.
So I'm going in there and I'm fight. You know, there's a difference if you put a dog in a corner. Take a dog and you put it in a corner and it needs to survive. It's a different level.
This is true.
It's going to come out fighting.
Yeah.
Eddie, you have now put me in a corner and I'm coming. And that belt is mine. So, and I know he's watching.
He is watching. He's for sure watching. I know he watches. He's a big fan.
I know he's watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love this. So I love that my show has become this conduit for this, like, challenge out to
I just think that's something I needed to. You brought it up.
I did bring it up.
You brought it up. And I thought I've been walking around with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, and I thought, you know what? You brought it. You catch me if you can. You got me here tonight. And I thought, you know what? What better to do it on this platform? To lay it out there. Show Elliot Tyler, he's just getting in the way. Just like Zach Andrews did. He's getting in the way.
Yep.
Eddie knows he's the next one to go. He knows.
Well, I'm honored. I'm just gonna say that you chose my little YouTube show for this. That's awesome. So I mean, other than Eddie, I mean, are you after Legacy at this point, or is there a score to settle there? I mean, he cost you the belt.
His time will come.
His time's gonna come.
His time will come. Each person, it's like a clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That's all it is. When if you're sleeping at night and you've got a clock in your kitchen and you hear that tick, 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 that's when you know. Listen for that sound, because that is the sound that you're going to be hearing, knowing I'm coming. I'm around the corner. So feel that. Listen to it. Do yourself a favor, whoever's watching. Listen for that sound.
He's coming for you.
Yeah, anyway.
All right.
Let's go on.
Okay, I'm just... Okay, so...
Obviously, you can feel I'm a little bit angry about this also.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's okay. I'm here with you. I'm good. The range is here. It's just... It's right here for... I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to pull it out. I'm It's yeah. I'm feel good.
Good here.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. All right. So you mentioned Elliot Tyler, and one of the last matches that I saw Elliot Tyler in was a death match with Tara Zepp and Eddie Osborne.
He should have actually stayed down there. He should have rather let that be one of his last matches.
Oh.
Why after that try and see what you can do? You were better off with staples in your head than coming against me. I guarantee it's safer.
Yeah.
Light bulbs and whatever they had going, cheese graters, whatever. I grate cheese and I put it on my sandwiches. I don't know what they're thinking, but you know,
That was a crazy match, though, right?
it's nuts.
That was a
But
crazy
safer
match.
for him
Yes, safer
than
than.
stepping in the ring with Devon Shooter.
Okay, well, that puts things into perspective. That
Safer.
definitely puts things into perspective because there was a lot of bloodletting.
Yeah. No, I did see it, and because I knew that there was coming a time that it was going to be me and him meeting up again. We've had quite a good couple of matches against each other, and I won't lie, he's a very talented wrestler, and he's got great technique, and that's where he tries to catch me every time because he knows where my strong points are. But he needs to understand I know his strong points as well. I know where he's good, and I know what to do. So I haven't been doing this since yesterday. He needs to understand that.
It's not his first rodeo.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. Would you ever do a match like that? Like a death match? Like with.
I'll do that with Eddie and Tar because Tar has cost me as well.
Oh.
So I would do that for the belt, the 365.
Oh, you guys heard it here first.
I don't often do it.
But you would do it for
But I would do it for that belt. I want that belt.
That's insane. I can't believe we just heard that, you guys. That something like that may have never happened on this show before, but it just happened. All right. I think we're gonna have to take another commercial break because I just got a little sweaty. I like literally just broke a sweat when you said that. So we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna get myself under control, and but don't go anywhere. We're gonna be right back with more Karen About Wrestling and Devon Shooter and the Wrench. Go yes.
She's nodding. I'm like, she doesn't get me yet. Yeah. It's like, what's happening? She's like, yeah.
Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? Are you ready to rock?
And we are back with more Karen About Wrestling. I'm Karen the Intern. This is my guest tonight, Devon Shooter. It's been a pretty fun couple of segments. Still feeling like you want to stick around for one?
Like I said, you still got me.
Okay.
You still got me. I'm still here. I'm actually enjoying this. I haven't been in the ring for a while. It feels like it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But
so it's good to talk about some wrestling.
It's good.
hang
I
out
enjoy
with
it.
Wrestling people.
I enjoy it. It's yeah, it's something I enjoy doing. It's something it gets me going, gets my adrenaline going.
Yeah.
It's it's a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
love it. So yeah, being as good.
Excellent.
Fun.
Excellent. All right. So you're clearly in excellent shape. Tell me a little bit about your training routine. Like, how do you stay in such good shape?
So I've actually I've just dropped gears a bit now, saying like I'm trying to speed it up a bit now, and I'm pushing it a bit harder in the gym now. So I try and eat as healthy as possible. Unfortunately, there's so many unhealthy things in Canada. It's really a problem. So, but anyway, and there's like a Tim Hortons on every corner. Like, what do? You know, it's like what I mean. Really, like, you know, there's a, if you know where there's when there's another Tim Hortons is when there's one here because there's one like opposite the road. It's crazy. There's so many.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so that but now I've been trying to keep it nice and tight with my diet as well, and I'm just trying to do my weights at about 4:30 in the morning. And then I try, well, from now going forward, which I've been trying to do is getting cardio in the evening. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to do now. So I'll sharpen up. So over the next few months, I'll be doing a little bit of transformation with myself and things like that. So yeah, training That's my training routine. I do my weights in the morning. I try and do cardio in the evening, and I just try and eat 6 to 7 meals throughout the day. So
6 to 7 small meals.
yeah,
Love that. Love that. That's my method. I
yeah.
can't eat a huge
Yeah, and I trying to I'm pretty carb sensitive, so I've tried to cut like after a certain time, like
Mhm.
I'll eat like say green carbs. I won't eat like rice. I'll eat like maybe like a salad or something like that.
Yeah,
Something that's not too heavy or whatever like that.
Totally.
So that's what I've been doing.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Although they do have a lot of like obviously fast food and stuff here in Canada, Victoria in particular, it's really easy to eat healthy here.
Yeah, it's a
Especially
little bit
because
easier. Yeah, it is a little bit
a
easier.
lot of
But
like local,
there is, but there's still a lot of like places you get
garbage.
donuts.
Oh yes,
You
I
know,
noticed. I noticed. I had McDonald's for breakfast this morning, and then
Yeah.
I went there and got a latte after work. So
Yeah,
you know,
no,
it's
exactly.
like
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
feel you. I feel you on that. So what do you do when you're not wrestling?
Like work wise or
Anything. How do
um
you spend your time?
so like basically I try and spend time with my family because I've got a little one and I'm married as well. So you know, because wrestling takes up so much of our time, my other rest of my time, like I try and put everything into my family because like if we're wrestling on a weekend, it's not like a Friday night for like 2 hours. It's like Friday, you get there at like 4 o'clock, you leave at like 11 o'clock. Next day, you wake up, you're traveling to the next town.
Yeah.
So it's a weekend thing, you know, sometimes on a Sunday. Um, and like I said, the fall and the winter, we're super busy. We every weekend then, you know, and then from next year, it's going to be even busier. 365 is like going crazy next year, guys. So keep watching.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
um, so
So most of your life is wrestling
and then I push to my family. Like I try and give, like if I give a certain percentage to my wife, I mean my wrestling, I want to give like double that to my wife for
Of
them. I want to
course.
feel like it can't be 50-50 because something's got to take something will take strain in 50-50. So it's got to be like 100-100.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
whatever I put in, yeah, I got to put in, yeah. So
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. How you do anything is how you do everything.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, that's sweet. Well, I can tell you're like very passionate about all the things that you're really passionate about. So I bet you do give really.
Oh yeah, I give everything. No matter what I do.
I've
That my
noticed.
wife has always told me, she's like, listen, Devon cannot do certain things because he does not know how to say no. He just goes, I'm like a bull in a china shop. I just go full steam
Just
ahead.
go.
I just don't know when to stop. So yeah, there we go.
That's awesome. It's a good thing she knows that about you. She can kind of mitigate.
Yeah,
it
she
a
keeps me
little
in the she keeps me in the right line. You know,
Yeah,
she's like, no, just this way,
bit. Yeah,
this
just
way. You know.
nudge over here.
Yeah. You're good, but just slightly this way. Yeah.
That's awesome. So we talked about fast food and stuff, but like straight up, if I said what's your guilty pleasure, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Ooh, hazelnut cold brew, like the picture. That
That's
hazelnut
gorgeous.
cold brew, just like the picture.
That is gorgeous.
Just if you go to Tim Hortons, as you see it on the screen over there, that's exactly how I want it. That is one of my.
How many calories are in those?
I don't look.
You just
I was gonna Google the other day, and then I was like, don't do that yourself.
No,
Because
no.
then you're not gonna like. That's the one thing I allow myself to have. Like no matter when it is, I can be mid diet, good day, super on point with calories. If I need that, I need that now.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, especially because like we're adults, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
going
I
on,
just-
sometimes you just need that. Like
I'm a true firm believer in the fact that like if you like cut yourself off from something, so like say you're feeling like a piece of chocolate, all of a sudden you're like, no, I'm not gonna have it. Next thing you know, you're gonna be eating a whole slab because you didn't just tap into that. You were craving a piece of chocolate, have that piece of chocolate. It's not
Yeah.
gonna kill you.
yeah,
It's like you're craving it, have the piece of chocolate. You'll be okay.
yeah.
And that's how I'm like, have the hazelnut cold brew. I'm gonna be okay. But
Yeah.
it's gotta be like the picture.
It's
If
exactly like the
if
picture.
it doesn't look like the picture, I return it.
Really?
Yeah, I return it. I'm like, this does not look like what the picture
Do you
is.
bring the wrench with you when you do that?
I haven't. I was going to the one time they gave it to me. I had Sawyer Stein with me,
Oh, wow.
and I said to him, let's get that wrench because that does not look like the picture.
And you were just like, that was it.
Yeah, I'm done. I was leaving for a tour up Island, and I had to stop. I always stop for a hazelnut cold brew, and my wife was actually waiting there as well. and they gave me my hazelnut cold brew, and I said, this is not like the picture. She said, just take. I said to the guy, this is not like the picture. Take it back. I want it like the picture. He wasn't too happy, but he made it like the picture. So he made me happy at the end. I said, you're a great guy. Always make it like the picture.
Devon Shooter, he likes it the way he likes it.
There we go.
Right?
That's it.
That's just it.
And don't advertise it like the picture.
I mean, how many times have you gotten a Big Mac and it looks like the picture, though?
Oh, but that's that sauce.
I know the Big Mac sauce.
Doesn't need to look like the picture when you get to that sauce,
You
you
just
know.
close your eyes.
You know. Anywhere in the world, wherever I go, I've wrestled like in quite a couple of countries, and every country I've wrestled in and city and stuff, I've always got a Big Mac. Mainly in countries that I've been to, I've always get a Big Mac because you know it's going to taste the same everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Because it's like it's their go-to. So I'm like, no matter where I go, wherever I wrestle, I always get a Big Mac. It's one of my things I do. It's crazy. But anyway, that's what I do.
I love me a Big Mac. I'm not gonna lie. That would probably be one of my guilty pleasures. Although my other guilty thing is I can't eat the whole thing ever.
Oh, no ways. I can eat like 2.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't. But yeah. Definitely could, but I definitely don't. But I definitely could.
Okay, so let me ask you a little bit about like when you came to Canada. So is there anything about Canadian culture that like surprised or confused you?
I was a little bit shocked, in a sense that South Africans were very direct people. So like what you see is what you get, and we don't soften the blow.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we tell it pretty straight, and eventually I had to learn how to like tone it down a little bit because I was like, wow, I'm coming in, like I said, a bull in a china shop.
Right,
You
right.
cannot do that everywhere you go. Sometimes you have to tone it down just a little bit, just to, you know.
True.
So when I get in the ring, total different story.
Yeah.
When I'm wrestling, I am who I am. I'm not going to tone down at all. But you know, going around seeing people learning, it's a great culture. I enjoy it. I enjoy the people here. And I mean, like I said, I call it home now. And but yeah, home is where you make it.
That's
And
very true.
I've brought South Africa over.
Yeah. Yes, he has. Yes,
That's
he
one of
has.
the things. Like I'm still South Africa. You're not going to get the South African out of me. That's for sure. Brought South Africa with me to Canada.
I love that. I love that. So did you know that you were coming right to Victoria? Like, or did you look at other places maybe in Canada or
You know, a funny story. So we another place where we might have ended up, where they told us they said like for a young family, well, they called me young, which is fantastic. So they were like, already won me over, you know. They said Saskatoon is the place you want to be. Yeah, exactly. They like Saskatoon, and we're like, oh, this is amazing, Saskatoon. And then everyone told us afterwards, listen, yeah, you dodged the bullet, you know. And like, sorry, Saskatoon, I'm sure you're great.
Yeah,
but
it's very nice.
Very great.
Victoria's next level.
Yeah. So and then we got to Vic. Funny story. The reason we chose Vic is my wife saw the Parliament building lit up, like full of lights and stuff. She's like, I want to live there.
Oh.
Just because of the Parliament building. So I was like, thank goodness the Parliament building looked good with the lights. Yeah, so that was great. That was because also would have been Saskatoon.
Yeah, Saskatoon. It's known for its bridges. Apparently, there's a lot of bridges in.
Well, that's great.
Saskatoon. Yeah, I mean,
great for
good for them.
Yeah.
We're happy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So let's stop talking geography.
Okay.
Let's stop talking countries.
Okay.
What's the best movie you've seen recently? Or do you watch movies? Do you have any
I do. I've my favorite movie is probably one of the Batman.
Ooh.
Batman is one of my favorite movies, and Marvel movies. I love Marvel movies.
Okay.
Yeah. So my favorite Marvel character is Thor.
Ah.
So he's got the hammer.
You got
I got the wrench.
Which I probably couldn't even lift that up even if I tried. So I'm not gonna try.
Don't do it.
No, it's not. It's not worth whatever would happen to me as a result of that. So Batman.
Yeah.
Like I know you now. Are you talking like new Batman?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
are you talking like old school?
No, Batman. When latest one where he was with Bane and that sort of
Okay,
thing.
yeah. Okay, cool.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
So that was literally one of my favorite. I still like. I mean, I love doing a Bane. I like hello,
Yeah.
Martha. You know that type of vibe. Like I love Bane. You know,
You
but
should go dress up as Bane for Halloween or something. That would be cool.
Bane's awesome.
Yeah,
Bane is
yeah.
awesome. But I just, you know what? What I liked about Batman is that he didn't have superpowers, but he like just knew how to fight and he knew like weaknesses and
Yeah.
he like that's how I wrestle.
Yeah.
Like a knee joint is not a strong joint, and a shoulder there's a joint there. You start working on the joints, people are going to struggle.
Yeah.
That's if you watch Batman fight, same thing.
Yeah.
He uses people's weaknesses against them.
I've always loved that about Batman myself. He's just a rich, smart dude who figured out how to do a bunch of cool stuff.
He learned how to fight.
He's not a superhero.
No,
in a traditional
no,
sense.
he's not. He can't shoot fire or ice
Or
or
fly.
fly.
Or
He
do
can't do any of
anything.
those things. He depends on depends on like his gadgets that he's got,
Yeah.
like technology.
His own intellect.
Yeah,
his-
and then he on his fight, like the
Yeah.
way he fights and the way he's got to back
Exactly.
himself.
Yeah.
And his training and stuff. So that's why Batman's one. of my
I
favorite
love
guys.
that. I love that. And frankly, he's got the best suit of all.
Yeah.
So there's one question that everybody always wants to know the answer to, and it's certainly my favorite question of the interview. And I don't know if you're ready for this one or if you even know what's coming. What's your favorite dinosaur and why?
A Triceratops.
Triceratops.
Yeah.
Rose said Triceratops.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yes, she did, but she didn't know the name of it, but she described it to me.
Yeah, Triceratops.
Yeah.
Or Velociraptor.
Deadly.
Yeah, so Velociraptor, I'll tell you why, because they go for the kill really quickly. They go and try like a whole lot of prides as well. They work in groups of people.
Yes.
They're a lot like wild dogs and hyenas.
Yes.
Although they'll sneak in, like they're a bit sneaky or whatever. The Triceratops, I say that because it's a herbivore.
Yep.
But you can tell I got a 5-year-old.
That's one of the best
We're
things about
watching-
having kids,
I was
right?
literally watching a program on dinosaurs today. So anyway, yeah, Triceratops because it's a shorter dinosaur.
Yeah.
But it's solid and it stands its ground.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's armor plated. It's like
It's a machine. It's a
absolutely.
machine.
All right. So we have come to almost the end of the interview, if you can believe it. Devon Shooter. This has been a quick little interview.
Time
But
goes faster when you're having fun.
look at that. All right. Okay. But before we go, we have to do the lightning round.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask you questions, rapid fire, and you're just going to give me the first answer that comes to your mind.
I just don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll try.
Well, yeah, I
Okay.
think it's.
Like I said, remember the South African in me is
Uh-oh.
all gone.
Okay, so we're going to be like.
So I apologize if you're offended.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. All right. Star Trek or Star Wars?
I don't watch either, but Star Wars I take it just because of May the 5th be with you. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th.
Yes. Yeah. Love it. Okay, pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, nice.
Every day.
Frozen yogurt or ice cream?
Frozen yogurt.
Potato salad. or
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw. Okay. Favorite candy?
Favorite candy.
I know you don't really probably eat a whole lot of candy, but
But you guys call like candy chocolate, don't you?
chocolate candy. Yeah, like maybe like
Oh,
chocolate or hard
Candy. There's these cola bottles but they got like the sour cola bottles. But I can't find them anywhere. I literally can't find them anywhere. I've got to order them off DoorDash.
Really?
100% I'm going to order them because I can't find them. I'm looking for them everywhere.
I might
I've-
have to go on a little side quest.
I've tried to find them. I've had them once. I bought them from a gas station.
That sounds like the kind of thing you would find at a random.
It was
gas
incredible.
station.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. One, Macho Man, Hulk, or Ultimate Warrior?
I am Macho Man.
Macho Man, nice. What's your favorite band?
Favorite band? I'll go on what it used to be. It used to be 30 Seconds to Mars.
Love it. Favorite scary movie? Do you watch scary movies?
I watch more series. Yeah, I don't really watch scary movies.
Don't watch scary movies? Okay, cool.
And he's always around.
Yeah. Best place to get a hamburger on Vancouver Island?
don't actually. I mean, I do enjoy a good hamburger, but where have I had a really good one lately? I used to, you know what? I used to go to Fisherman's Wharf, and Bob's actually makes a really good burger, a cheeseburger with bacon. It makes a really good burger. Funny enough.
I'm gonna go there. My
Just try
dad's
it.
name's
It's
Bob.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's Fish and Chips make a really good burger. Funny enough, just try it out. Not maybe not the best, but for me it's a surprise. Like maybe I was just hungry, but it really surprised the heck out of me.
That's something I'm gonna affect that for sure. King Kong or Godzilla?
King Kong
What's your favorite YouTube channel?
YouTube channel. Actually, don't have one.
Okay, pizza, burgers, or tacos?
Burgers.
First car you ever owned?
That's Yoda.
First concert you ever went to?
Prime Circle is a South African band. Very good. Go watch them. They're really good. He's got like the greatest voice ever.
Oh, sweet. I love checking out new music. What was your favorite part of this interview?
That was a great interview all over.
Just all
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So awesome.
Enjoyed it.
See, you guys, he's not so bad. If people want to find you on the social media, where can they do that?
They can shoot a Dev on Instagram or just on Facebook as well, Devon Shooter.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then just follow 365. You'll
Yes.
see me there.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we've come to the end of the interview. I can't believe it. Went so fast. You guys make sure that you like and subscribe, and of course leave a comment below. And we'd love to hear what you think about the show. And of course, if you have any questions for Devon, like put them below, and we'll answer those for you. So that's it. That's it for another edition of Caring About Wrestling, and we will see you guys next time.